Welcome to Newegg TV. My name is Anthony, and today we're taking a look at the Z9 Plus ATX case from ZALMAN. Right here it shows a picture of the case itself with some basic specifications on it. Now, the box itself is pretty basic all around, but on this side it's got those basic specifications listed in multiple languages. And then on the other side, pretty much the same thing as we saw on the front. But let's get it open and explore the product itself. Alright, so right up front, the first thing that you see is the on-off switch. And then the second thing that you see is this I/O panel. Now the I/O panel has some pretty cool features to it. It's got a temperature sensor with the built-in display and a 2-channel fan controller. So that way you can, amp up or decrease the speed of your fans depending on if you need better temperature control or want to lower the noise. Now we have two pairs of USB 2.0 ports, so 4 altogether, your mic and headphone jacks, your hard drive indicator, and then this right here is actually the reset button. Now below that we've got 3 more 5 1/4 bays, and then your 3.5 inch bay. And then down here, I don't know how well you can see that, but we have some ventilation. So we're going to crack this thing open here in a moment and see what's behind here if you have fans or fan options. So on the side you have the 2 windows, but then you also have this mesh area right here. You can already see they have 120 millimeter fan already screwed on, but there's also holes for a second one to be placed up here if you need to maximize your cooling efficiency. On the back, we have another 120 millimeter fan. Right below that, you see 2 grommets here. You can use them for water cooling, your I/O shield area, your 7 PCI expansion ports, and then your bottom mounted power supply. On this side, pretty basic, not a whole lot going on here. But on the top, we have a mesh vent area. Now they do have a 120 millimeter fan right on this side, but we're going to open it up here in a moment to see what your options are if you can add another one over here or not. Now on the bottom, you can see that we have a vent area and a fan area. Obviously the vent area is because of the bottom mounted power supply. And then over here we have a fan area which has mounts for a 120 or 140 fan. And you can see right here it has an air filter which is removable and cleanable. Now one of the things, because of the fact that you have this bottom mounted fan and the bottom mounted power supply, the feet have it sit above about a 1/2 inch above the surface. That way you get proper airflow across the bottom. So let's go ahead and open it up, take a look inside. Here's a closer look at that 120 millimeter fan on the inside of the side panel. And the first thing that we notice when we're inside has a bag with the user's manual and some of the hardware. This looks to be the cable for the front mount LCD display. And then it has a bag with the standoffs and the hardware that you need for motherboard mounting. Inside, we get a good look at this side panel here. And as you can see, it's got plenty of room for cable management, and it's got finished edges, and it's all coated really nicely in the interior, and it makes it seem really durable. All of our cables from the front mount can easily fit behind this. And then it's got a huge cutout for the CPU backplate so you can cool it better. We come around back here, and we get a better look at that 120 millimeter fan, and then of course your I/O area, your PCI expansion slots, and then the bottom mounted power supply area with the vents. That brings us along to what we saw just a moment ago, the area to bottom mount that 120 or 140 millimeter fan. Plenty of space right there, get plenty of good ventilation. We come up top, you can see that 120 millimeter fan that I mentioned earlier, and then it does give us options to replace that with a 140 and also add a 120 or 140 on this side. You have 2 sets of holes there. spinning it around to the front, you have access to your 5 1/4 base here. Not only does it have the area for the 3, it's also got another one down here for a fourth one that you can use. The top one we're not counting in because of the fact that it's got the front I/O port installed already. On this side, you have room for 5 3.5-inch bays. Now ZALMAN is giving you these pieces to screw into the side of your drives, and then that way all you have to do is slide it into place. These catch the grooves right here and slide your drive in and out of place. Now, these are also soft rubber, so they help reduce vibration and any sort of noise that they would cause. That's been our unboxing of the Z9 Plus ATX case from ZALMAN. My name is Anthony, and thank you for watching Newegg TV. We'll see you next time.